Welcome to Highly Questionable. I'm Dan Levitard. This is my father, Papi. This is Papi. Who's this guy?
El Senor Reese Waters.
El Senor Reese Waters, ESPN SportsCenter Correspondent. What do you like today, Reese?
We all get to feel better about ourselves because we're not the Sacramento Kings.
Dale, Papi.
Does Boogie make the Pelicans a contender?
All right, before we answer this very serious question, let's go to what looks like Boogie getting the news. Very emotional for Boogie. Look at how he reacts to this. Torn up about leaving Sacramento as he's given the news right in front of our eyes very vulnerably.
All-star questions first, please. Yeah. All-star game questions.
What other questions we got?
Hey, DeMarcus, can you kind of sum up your all-star experience? And
Oh, really?
can you
That's whatever.
can you sum up your all-star experience? What it was like being on the spring players?
It was amazing, man. I enjoyed the city of New Orleans, you know. I love it here in New Orleans.
What a great quote for the Boogie Cousins era. It's whatever. Does it make them a contender? Not against Golden State, but maybe in the future. They're interesting now, and they finally got Anthony Davis some help. Two guys who'd had very little help now have each other.
Yeah, I mean, you're bringing in the second guy who's been able to average 20 and 10 over his first 4 years in NBA history. But I don't see how bringing in another guy who needs the ball on the block and everybody else clears out is the teammate that Anthony Davis needed. It does make them a contender on my television. I'll stop on a Pelicans game while I decide what I actually want to watch. But can we get a freeze frame on Boogie's face when he actually found out? I just look at that look on his face right there. That's look. That's the look you get when she tells you about her boyfriend while dessert is on the way. Like, that's the look that Scottie Pippen gave Future's Instagram comment right there. That's that look.
You know, all the teams in the league, all they do is shoot three-pointers, you know. And now the Pelicans, they got two big guys. How do they know this thing is going to work, you know?
Wait a minute. Do you realize Boogie Cousins has more made threes this year than Buddy Hield, the guy they just got rid of?
Nice job, Sacramento.
What are the Kings doing?
The simple answer, nobody knows. All of a sudden, a team that used to have Hassan Whiteside, who they could have gotten in a trade, by the way, they said no. They had Hassan Whiteside, Boogie Cousins, and Isaiah Thomas on that team at the same time. Now just has a box of white chocolate T-shirts and Buddy Hield, who, as you mentioned, by the way, the box of white chocolate T-shirts and Boogie Cousins have more threes than Buddy Hield has this year.
This is a question that everyone in the league is asking right now. Reportedly, they could have gotten Andre Drummond for Boogie Cousins. They decided not to do that, which seems unbelievable. But what happens with this franchise is it's the most dysfunctional management team that we've had since Donald Sterling left the league. Keep in mind that in the last few drafts, they got draft picks now, but in the last few drafts, they've taken 3 out of 4 shooting guards. What is Buddy Hield? A shooting guard. They keep taking shooting guards and don't have any shooting guards. They really don't know what they're doing.
And not just any shooting guards, Nick Stauskas shooting guards, Ben McLemore shooting guards.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to do an impersonation of a Sacramento King ticket holder, season ticket holder. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
oh,
right there it is, right there.
What I'm going to do now,
I don't want to
pay all
move
this money for these tickets, you know.
Who is on my team?
I'm just happy he exists.
Was Unibrow All-Star Game performance impressive?
Well, it is impressive from this perspective. It's super rare for a guy that size to have that skill set, but we knew that already. So when he goes in the All-Star Game and says, I'm going to win one for New Orleans, and the only guy trying to keep him from that is Russell Westbrook, who didn't get the memo on this, he took 39 shots last night. So of course he's going to score a lot of points, and he breaks the record for All-Star Game points because it was on his agenda. He took all the shots.
Well, I mean, it is impressive he was able to replenish all the New Orleans shame that Master P used up on Saturday night. So I will give him credit for that. You would think that any guy that can run up and down the court and play that hard would score 52 points when they're playing no defense. But you look at the other big men in that game. Tell me Marc Gasol was going to run up and down the court that many times and not end up on the sidelines next to Mike Conley's Taylor.
As long as LeBron didn't win the MVP, I'm fine with it. I'm telling you, probably LeBron is going to make a big complaint to the league now. I can see him making the phone calls. I should have been the MVP of the All-Star Game. That's not fair, you know? That's not fair at all.
As the vice president of the union, he's going to file a formal complaint.
Does one alley-oop mean Ross and KD are cool again?
Oh, let's celebrate some of the warmth here. Instead of all the cold from the weekend, they spent 82 seconds on the court together. And here it is, like old friends, old romance. Look at the West Bench.
Oh, my God, what just happened?
Curry is so personable.
that a Kawhi Leonard smile?
Look how happy Boogie Cousins was before the trade.
Yeah, back before the trade. Now let's look at less warm moments. Here's Russell Westbrook, not really interested in being in the same area code where KD is practicing, or anybody.
You got to enjoy the commitment to hating. Papa, you do that with LeBron.
There was also another moment the day before that when they were in a hallway together and they wouldn't make eye contact. Do we really want this to go away, though? There was water and celebration among the team, and they say it's media narrative, but I was kind of enjoying the media narrative. I don't want passes between them. I want Russ trying to dunk on KD on his own side.
I was also enjoying the media narrative. I come from the Kobe Bryant school of grudge holding. I still don't forgive Amanda Ennis for kissing Will Duncan in between the pine trees in 4th grade. But it looks like this is going to continue. They didn't address each other in any of their interviews. There wasn't any other interaction after the fact. So it looks like this is something we're going to be able to talk about for the rest of the season. You know who that's good for? It's good for the fans in OKC because this is the only thing they have for them until Sooner season starts. And evidently, it's also good for Russell Westbrook, who has ridden this fuel of hatred to an average of a triple-double for half a season.
We like fuels of hatred.
I believe they're friends again when they shake hands like this.
Come on, man. I watched the show.
Oh, man.
You know I watched the show.
I know. He normally comes in at the end, though. He normally does it at the end. He threw a wrinkle in.
I got to go back to the neighborhood.
Does Aaron Gordon deserve an effort on this drone dunk?
Okay, so Aaron Gordon came out to huge fanfare because of his amazing performance last year in losing to Zach LaVine. A lot of people thought he actually won that dunk competition. Comes out with a drone dunk, could not complete it. However, I'm a little bit conflicted on this because on the one hand, he's openly injured. You can see him limping immediately after the dunk attempt. Like, we're that okay with a dude being openly injured? It is one of our top 4 options in this dunk competition, a guy who's injured. So I give him credit for actually attempting it. However, since when is using a drone and a machinery actually easier than a human being with human emotions that screws stuff up like half the time? We got this completely backwards.
Well, you bring up a good point because I'm terrified at all the power these drones and Intel are coming together to produce. I got scared during the Super Bowl with that Pepsi commercial. Too many drones doing too many things competently. I was relieved to see that a drone did not do something successfully because then some of these human beings can keep their jobs and do it poorly.
Maybe you're onto something. You hook up the machines with human beings that are not operating at 100%. You ain't got this thing, machines.
Do you know who is very scared to go into the dunk contest?
What's that?
LeBron.
Oh, there you
He
go.
won't do it.
Of course.
He won't do it.
Right,
He's
of course.
Big, he's built like a Mack truck, but he's a big chicken.
Okay. Okay, very
He's a
good.
big chicken.
All right.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
I tell you right now, he better than Steph Curry to me. Here, put Steph Curry on UCLA's team right now and put my boy on Golden State and watch what happens.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, you double down on it right there.
Double down on it again. And like I said, if I don't know what my boy's about, I'm not going to make that statement. Steph's going to have problems trying to guard my boy. And let's see, play one-on-one.
And now they're not trying. Oh, look at the goalie.
I never question Showman, you're behind.
Well,
I never question that.
He almost stopped that goal, but that's just the beginning of this protest here. White team just stops playing.
I support it because white team was probably going to lose anyway. Now they're a goal behind. Now you have an excuse. And that looked fun.
That did look fun. Fun with protests. Give us one more. Keep going.
Time to play the game that think Carrie might be onto something. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, and we question them.
Do you question Carrie's sincerity?
This was the best story of the All-Star Game weekend. On Richard Jefferson and Channing Frye's podcast, Proof Positive, there are too many podcasts out there, he said the earth is flat. The earth is flat. So here he's asked a follow-up question about it because it begs follow-up questions, and let's listen to his sincerity.
You were a trending topic on Twitter today. Do you know?
I just found that out.
What's your thoughts on that? I mean, it's an interesting.
I think people should do their own research, man. And then hopefully they'll either back my belief or they'll kind of throw it in the water. I think it's interesting for people to find out that.
You've seen pictures of the planet, though, right? Like it's a circle. So
I've seen a lot of things that that my educational system has said that was real and turned out to be completely fake. So I mean, I don't mind going against the grain in terms of my thoughts and what I believe.
Hey, I got to give credit to Kyrie Irving for taking all of the attention off of LeBron and the Cavs imploding and looking for a playmaker. We're all talking about Kyrie, and he all of a sudden thinks that the earth is flat. What I didn't like was him talking about, oh, you just put it out there and it becomes news. Everything is fake news now. And I did not appreciate. My own family said it was fake news. I was going to be on the show today. I don't need any more of that.
He doubled down on the flat earth conspiracy. People came up to him and told him, Kyrie, you sound ridiculous. And he stuck right to it. That is the kind of stubbornness that makes Kyrie Irving believe when everyone's missing threes at the end of Game 7 that he can still make the shot and take the shot even though he's been missing it because he is stubborn about believing stuff that may not be so.
Also, I take personal offense at you saying there's too many podcasts.
You know who gave him that idea?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Eh?
Yeah, go ahead.
LeBron.
Yes, he gave him the idea. That's right. It was another assist from LeBron.
Do you question if this is a good dad?
Now, this is Lonzo Ball, UCLA freshman's dad, LeVar, initially saying his son could be as good as Steph Curry, now doubling down when asked about it this weekend.
You said something the other day that some thought was controversial. What made you say that one day Lonzo is going to be better than Steph Curry in Golden State?
Hey, let me tell you this right now. I have the utmost confidence in what my boy is doing. I'm going to tell you right now, he's better than Steph Curry to me. Here, put Steph Curry on UCLA's team right now and put my boy on Golden State and watch what happens.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, you doubled down on it right there.
Double down on it again. And like I said, if I don't know what my boy's about, I'm not going to make that statement. Steph's going to have problems trying to guard my boy. And let's see, play one-on-one.
All right, that comment gave me the same look on my face Boogie Cousins had when he found out he got traded. Now, the fact that Steph Curry would have problems guarding him means nothing because Steph Curry would have problems guarding Poppy. That doesn't mean anything. But you don't put that amount of pressure on your son. My dad put no pressure on me as a kid. He stuck me on the bench where he knew I couldn't disappoint the family. That's a good dad.
Oh, no, but my father put that kind of pressure on me when I was a baseball all-star in Little League and I needed only one vote from one coach. Guess who didn't give it to me? This guy right here. That guy gave me no votes. I missed it by one damn vote. His.
But you didn't fail.
I didn't fail, and then I gave him a job. Good God, that's dysfunction.
I guess that giving up your vote, runs in the family.
Look how funny he found that. Two people found that funny.
I'll give you one for that.
Do you question this form of protest?
We will go all over the world in search of controversy of any sort. So here we go to Vietnam, where there's a penalty, controversial penalty called in a 2-2 game. White team on defense.
Oh, that's a soft call.
Yes, it is. Look at that. Reese is very passionate about this.
That's weak, ref.
Yes, very
Not
weak.
all soccer, just the Vietnamese.
Yeah, and now look what happens here. Yes. And now they're not trying. Oh, look at the goalie.
I never question Showman, you're behind.
Well,
I never question that.
He almost stopped that goal, but that's just the beginning of this protest here. White team just stops playing.
I support it, because white team was probably going to lose anyway. Now they're a goal behind. Now you have an excuse. And that looked fun.
That did look fun. Fun with protest. Give us one more. Keep going.
Now he's gone completely.
This is how James Harden plays defense.
And Steph Curry, evidently. I don't question any form of protest. I don't question kneeling. I don't question dine and dash. And I certainly don't question this.
Dine and dash? You can't walk out of a restaurant just because you don't like the service without paying. That's a crime.
It's a protest.
It's a crime.
You didn't give me what I paid for.
So I'm not paying anything.
I paid $80. It's not $80 worth of food. I don't care how nice your ambiance is. Protest. I'm out of here.
Dine and dash.
I tell you one thing. That tells me one thing. They don't take soccer seriously in Vietnam, because if you do that in South or Latin America, buddy, that goal is not going to come out alive, That's right. Well, something is going to happen to him.
I mean, that might be an actual factual thing my father just said.
Yeah, when the flares and rockets are in the air, you play.
Coming up next on my son's TV show.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect.
Number 16, Chalk or Clouch. All right, way to go.
It was perfectly
really?
double A.
We're going to put it up that way? Okay, excellent work by everybody. I mean, is no one going to say anything? Okay, very good.
Rep this set. Gotta rep this set. Chase a check. Never chase it. Yeah. Mask on. Eat. Mask off. Mask on. Eat. Mask off. Chase a check. Never chase it. Yeah. Mask on. Eat. Mask off. Mask on. Eat. Mask off.
What the hell just happened?
Broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that lost its dignity on Bourbon Street this weekend. See? Or no?
You tell us what to watch on television tonight, and I'll be too polluted to answer.
In West Covina, California, youth pony baseball.
Youth pony baseball. No, generally, but let's check in. Look, my father loves other kids playing baseball. Me, not so much, but Yohan Moncada was the big key in the Chris Sale trade for the Red Sox. This is his 2.5-year-old son. 2.5 years old. Let's check in with him. Yeah. Bat flip situation. What was that? Wait a minute. No, come on, man. 2.5?
I mean, he didn't think he threw the bat far enough, evidently. I'm going to throw this thing again.
I don't know what happened there. Taking a circuitous route to first base. First baseman not so interested in catching the ball either. Are you intrigued, Reese?
As much as I support the bat flip and his commitment to a second bat flip, I do not care about how your kids are doing in their youth athletics. And I don't appreciate the reminder that I have yet to procreate. No.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Are you kidding me? I follow the T-ball leagues. You know, I follow those T-ball leagues because this is where baseball stars are born. You see that kid now, 2.5 years old, 15, 20 years from now, he's going to be a superstar.
That's not why you follow him. That's not why you follow him.
Why?
No, that's not why you follow him.
Ring!
Yeah, that's why he follows them right there. Yes, that's why he follows them. Yes.
That baseball game, I'm telling you something we clean up. That T-ball game, Moncada, his son, is a superstar. Yeah, buddy, I'm telling you, we're right. Thanks a lot, Juanito.
Tip from his bookie.
I actually had a bet on whether Juanito would call while I was here.
There you have it.
In progress in Utah, ECHL hockey, the Idaho Steelheads and the Utah Grizzlies.
Do you have any idea how thin content is the Monday after the NBA All-Star Game? I'll give you an idea. We just go from 2.5-year-old playing T-ball to AA hockey. I didn't know there was AA hockey. Let's check in with AA hockey. Jersey retirement in AA hockey. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Number 16, Clouch. All right, way to go.
It was perfectly
really?
AA.
We're going to put it up that way? Okay, excellent work by everybody. I mean, is no one going to say anything? Okay, very good. Just put it up in the rafters.
Oh.
Number 16, forever. Reese, are you intrigued?
Oh, absolutely. You got a AA crew. You got AA ushers.
Right.
You got AA food. I'm all for anything AA.
Yeah. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. I've been following the Utah Grizzlies for a long time because they have a Latino forward there by the name of Carlos Amestoy. And that guy, I'm telling you, even though he only had one goal all season long, tonight he's going to break away. He's going to have 5 goals tonight. He's going to be a name that you will never forget. Carlos Amestoy of the Utah Grizzlies.
What island is he from?
I mean, what just happened?
On FS1, UFC 77.
Sure, I'll partake in this. I like when people are fighting in a cage. But let's check in over the weekend here. There was some showboating going on that went horribly awry here.
Ooh, Joe with a high
hands
kick
down,
hands, and then a jab to follow it up.
Fainting.
Again with the jab.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there it is. That ended, yeah. I mean, you're fighting another human being in a cage, but I got to be honest, sometimes when you're feeling the Michael Jackson moves, you just got to do it. Doesn't matter where you are. Reese, are you intrigued?
As much as I hate to root for a brother get knocked out, that was hilarious. You can't be doing that with other people when you're in a fight. And I appreciate fights in general, sanctioned or otherwise.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. May I tell you something? That was a hell of a move. He tried to confuse the other fighter. He missed by, a couple of inches. But I'm telling you one thing, that guy's going to be back soon, He's going to show his move again, and next time he's going to win.
I'm sure that was his goal, was confusion with the dancing.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Our thanks to El Senor Reese Waters for sitting in. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
This is the time in the show where I try to shake people's hand and pull it away. What I'm supposed to do now.
He ruined it. He
I
ruined
ran out
it.
of tricks.
Yeah,
he got my
ruined it.
banana phone.
Right.
He didn't want to shake my hands.
Yeah.
I think that he wants to take over the show. This guy.
Real jerk. He won't be back tomorrow.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that. A warm goodbye.
There you go.
Hey, Senor. Give me a hug.
Oh, here we go. You want to see?
No, you.
You can fake a hug. Yeah.
I thought I brought the family together. Just you and I, I guess.